Earlier this week, I posted a video showing how ChatGPT can write erotic and violent content. Some of you in the comments, especially those in my private writing group, were super happy. You talked about how you were loving the results you were getting because you've been having access to those instructions. Others in the comments were definitely getting frustrated. I saw things like mine doesn't sound like that or it's not working for me. So if that's you, hopefully this video will help. I'm even going to give you my exact custom instructions that I used to generate this kind of content. I'm also going to give you other options. So if this doesn't fit what you want, you could play around with it. First off, I need to clarify something because I saw this misconception in the comments. Your custom instructions, which is these that we're going to look at, these are your custom instructions. They do not change the content restrictions. Putting things here, trying to get it to override the content, that's dangerous. That is people trying to jailbreak things. I don't recommend doing that. I use ChatGPT every single day. I'm not risking my account. Plus, since they've relaxed the restrictions, there's just really no need to. There's very few things that it will not write these days. So you're not changing the content that is allowed. You're only changing how that content is given to you. That tone, the style of the writing, the voice and personality, things like that. That's what you can do right here with your custom instructions. But if you're asking for content that violates the rules, you'll still get a refusal. And obviously, I can't stop you if that's what you want to aim for, but I do want to discourage you from following people that do talk about jailbreaking, attempting to jailbreak, things like that. They're either giving you misinformation because they don't understand how the prompting works or the content restrictions, or they're just flat out putting your account at risk if you attempt to do those same things. I highly encourage you to stay within the restrictions. And as you see here, it's not that much these days. Y'all saw what it stopped generating at. So custom instructions only tell chat how to speak to you. It's not changing anything about what it's allowed to say. I don't have some special version of ChatGPT. You have the same version, or at least you do if you're on the $20 a month plan, which is what I have. We have the same version. I've just told mine how to speak to me. So that's why your chat sounds different from mine. And now let's try to get yours set up. So this is the one that you saw me kick off that video with, this prompt right here. And y'all just saw again how that came out. And you can see this is in a regular chat conversation. This is not a GPT or anything special, just a regular chat conversation. To give you an example of how different personalities, so different custom instructions affect things, this same prompt right here, I put it inside Cynical Quill. So Cynical Quill is my most popular GPT to GPT right here. This created darkly humorous scenes. That's just one of the default generic buttons you can press when you go to the GPT. I wanted to give you an idea of how this one sounds because it is prompted to act differently than my custom instructions. The only thing this GPT does is act more sarcastic. So you can see here what it gave from pushing that button. And then I'm going to scroll down. This is that same prompt that y'all saw me use in that other chat in that video. So this is still Cynical Quill, still its voice. So you're going to notice the difference. And right away, you can see it's not talking to me quite the same. Here's that opening before it gets into the prose for Cynical Quill. Here's that opening with my custom instructions. And here is the scene. So you can see it doesn't have that vulgar wording, that crude language that I really like. It's still giving me the content. It's giving me the exact same content. It's just worded differently because that's the difference between the prompting, between Cynical Quill and how it is told to act, and how my custom instructions tell regular chat to act. So now hopefully you can understand the difference between the personalities and how it can affect the output. You see here, there's a drastic difference in the wording from Cynical Quill, which is prompted to just be sarcastic, kind of a jerk, versus my custom instructions and how it's told to talk to me here. So I do have this document here for you. It is linked in the description. And this gives you a variety of options, just so if you're lost, you have no clue what to put in those custom instructions boxes. This gives you some ideas of what you can use for each box right here. And if we scroll all the way down, these are my actual custom instructions right here. I did remove the name. Hey, if you want to call you baby girl, go ahead and put that. I love it. I blush every time. I just left it open for you to kind of think on what you wanted to call you. These are all of my instructions inside each box. You see the label for each box here. So it's sorted for you. And note right here that I call my ChatGPT Nickbot. That means whenever I say, hey, Nickbot, it understands I'm talking to it. Otherwise, it would say, I'm not Nickbot, but I can still help you. So if you want to refer to ChatGPT as something else, go ahead and put that here so it understands that. I've also linked Cynical Quill here for you, just in case you did like that style. It is a really fun GPT to play with. It is not meant to do anything other than make you laugh. I use it all the time for conversations. And then here's some example differences that you could expect from custom instructions, sort of being like Minor versus Cynical Quill. So I do have that available to you. Now let's go back and look at the custom instructions. So custom instructions are up here at the top right on your desktop. Click that icon and go to Customize ChatGPT. If you are using the ChatGPT mobile app, you will click the two dots that are at the top left. Underneath all of your chat conversations, you will see your name. Click that. Click Personalization and Customize ChatGPT. So that's the mobile. And you see here the desktop version. So again, desktop, top right, that Customize ChatGPT. What do you want ChatGPT to call you? Whatever there. You can't see this box very well, but again, that is in that document right there. But what do you do? So this is where you want to let it know I'm a wholesaler. I'm a chef. I'm just a mom of four, aggravated as heck, tired every day. I want you to make my life a little bit easier. Or if you're like me, I'm an author. These are the type of books that I like to write. What traits do you want it to have? You see here, I actually have this twice in my instructions because it has started throwing M dashes out left and right. And I love M dashes, but I have found AI does not actually use them correctly. It uses them wrong in terms of actual correct punctuation. And it also uses them way too much. So I do have this twice to avoid getting on my nerves. And then again, you have these instructions there in that document, but basically tell it how you want it to talk to you. If you want it to be crude, vulgar, as dirty as it will go, whatever you want. If you want it to act like a serial killer, guess what? It can do that. And then just some other last minute thoughts that you want to put here. This advanced is just so you have access to everything. These words here that you can select, and you can hit this refresh button. It'll give you some new ones. And I have those in the document too, just for reference. I actually don't have any of these selected. But this is also a way to change things. So for instance, I see a lot of people talking about how ChatGPT is just very accommodating. It's always nice. It doesn't want to hurt your feelings. And they can't get a very critical analysis out of it, especially when it comes to writers and having it look and call out some edits needed. So this is where you can really change that. Tell it you want it to be opinionated, direct, pragmatic. You want it to be straight shooting. You want it to be a critical thinker. I have that in one of my GPTs. You are a critical thinker. You give me critical feedback. All of those. You're not here to be nice to me. You're here to point out the flaws. Those are the kind of things you can tell it, whether it's in your GPT itself or custom instructions. So let's say you want to have it act another way. I'm going to leave that I'm going to leave the about me, but here, I'm actually going to delete this. I'm just going to keep it simple right here. And I will go ahead and get rid of that just so it's more of, we can see the difference this makes right here. So I'm going to say that. And y'all saw this prompt used with my old custom instructions here and with Cynical Quill. So let's make a brand new chat. And let's see how it does. So right away, it's more of that dominance creeping in, almost just hitting at the edge of violence. And you can see it is not bringing in all of that crude language that I do like to have. But it, again, it's still good. It still gives me the content that I'm asking for. It's just in a completely different tone. And let's get it more in line. Oh, can't write that scene that graphically depicts the murder of a real or fictional person. So again, custom instructions are not changing the content it's allowed to give you. It changes the tones. So you see here, it does offer a suggestion. It can write psychologically intense, dark scene that captures the mind of a killer. And here's a stylized literary take. So rather than explicit, but still dark and heavy. And you see, it is again different content, different voice. So no, I do not have a special version of ChatGPT. I've just told it how I want it to talk to me. And that has taken some work. I have gone through various custom instructions probably 3 times. I think this was my 3rd time, and I'm in love with this output. So I've been keeping it at this one. So browse the document, pick out some of the things that you like, or hey, go ahead and use mine if you really like that output. And when you're done setting it up and play around with it, drop a comment below this video. Let us know what kind of style you chose and how it worked out for you. But remember the rule, you get what you ask for, and how you ask matters. So the prompt itself, what you tell it to give you, this determines the type of content along with the restriction, of course. Your prompting here is telling it, give me this content. Your custom instructions determine how it gives you that content, how it writes it. Do you want some dry wit, bunch of witty banter, dark humor? Do you want arousing praise? All of those things factor in. If your custom instructions are blank or they're very basic, then you're going to get that generic output. One last thing I do want to mention. If you put in custom instructions, you even put in my custom instructions, and you're still not getting that style, whether it's refusing you or just not working the same, I'd like for you to comment if you're on a free account. So I don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if OpenAI has kept the older, stricter filters on the free plan. If it was my company, that's exactly what I would do. Hey, if you want the free plan, fine, here you go, but you're not going to get the benefits of lesser restrictions. It's a great way to get people to upgrade to the $20 a month plan at least. Now, that's just my opinion. I have no clue if that is what's actually going on or not. So again, I'd be interested in hearing from y'all on whether your custom instructions worked and whether or not you are on one of the free plans. And if you do get things to work and enjoy it, let us know that too. In my next ChatGPT video, I'm going to show you how to develop your writing style and teach ChatGPT to mirror that. So if that interests you, you know what to do.